Hey yo, what's goody all my beautiful people out there in the tube of the U? It's your boy J Nuck over here at Hookah, and I got a brand new review for all of you.
Something got me tippy, and I'm feeling trippy. Feeling real good. Got my whole team on me.
Okay, so what's goody everybody? As I said, I got a brand new review for all of you. I know we just had a crazy series before this video, but that's done with, that's over with. What are we reviewing today? You know what it is from the title of the video. It's gonna be Lavoo Southern Peach. Bang, bang, bang! Alright, so Lavoo Southern Peach. Big shout out to the great people over at Lavoo for sending this out to me. They wanted me to test it out, give them my opinion, and so that, that's what we're here to do today. We're gonna review it and I'm gonna give you my opinion. First off, I wanna say that the package is beautiful. This almost looks like a makeup, like my mom used to have makeup and it was in a bunch of like containers like this. Very expensive makeup. This just looks very classy and elegant. I really appreciate the looks of this. Nice, white, clean, pearly, just boom in your face, right? So as you notice from the container, it is going to be a dark leaf tobacco and it is going to be a fine cut tobacco. So we're going to get into that right now. As you can see, the top screws off and then you have like a flavor sealer piece. And here's the tobacco. I'll show you a better shot of that here in a second. But it's super, super, super fine cut, like way more fine cut than Alpaca 50 grams. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the smell of this right now. So, okay, definitely a peach scent comes off. You're gonna get like that dark leaf essence, but not quite as strong as a Tangier's tobacco dark leaf essence. No, nothing that strong, but it's definitely there. It's lingering on. You're definitely gonna get a nice, beautiful peach. It almost smells like there's some spice in there, but that could be some of the dark leaf notes kind of playing an effect on that. But yeah, you definitely know you're gonna be smoking peach, and then like I said, it is dark leaf, so you'll pretty much be knowing that you're gonna be smoking dark leaf tobacco. One of the piles is going to be ground coffee beans, and the other one is going to be the tobacco. Can you tell which is which? You should be able to, but for those that are keeping score at home, this is the coffee beans, wet coffee beans, grounded, and this is the Lavoo tobacco. So it's very similar to coffee grounds, which is crazy, but I kind of like that fine cut. It's just easier to deal with. It's easier to pack, in my opinion. Now, I will say that this tobacco is very aggressive. Okay, and we'll get more into that. But when you pack it, you want to make sure you don't overpack it. I have it loaded up in my alien bowl. It's well below the rim, and I pretty much kind of tamped it down a little bit. Not quite a Tangier's dense pack, but just a little mild tap down, and I'll probably go over it again before I cover it in foil. But I wanted to show you guys what we're working with. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything wrapped up, and we'll be right back to see how that smell translates into the smoke. I just have one sheet of HD aluminum foil on the alien bowl. I do have my tinfoil wind cover, but I'm using a flavor saver because this is very intense. It's very heat sensitive. I'm only using 2 coconut coals, charcoal flats, and that's it. I'm smoking out of my Phantom Honeycomb hookah. Been snapping a lot of pics on that on Instagram, so if you're not following your boy on Instagram, go ahead and do that. And follow me on Snapchat too, why not, since we're over here promoting. But let me go ahead and like I said, see how that smell, that scent translates into the smoke. Okay, this is actually rather a really beautiful smoke. I thought this was gonna be way more warm initially when I first tried this, and it's not at all. It's not necessarily a cool smoke by any means. There's no mint in here or anything like that, but it's again, it's like right in that in between of of cool smoke and hot smoke. It's like right there in between. It's like a mild smoke. So that's really refreshing, because I thought it was gonna be more of a warm smoke. So that's awesome. But that peach definitely comes out. You have nice little undertones of dark leaf tobacco notes. It's not crazy overpowering at all. Nothing on the level of Tangiers, but you know it's there. You know you're smoking dark leaf. And it's definitely gonna be intense, but not too intense to where it's unsmokable. So that's really awesome. Great job, Lavoo. Now, on a couple of my other tests prior to this review, I will say that I overpacked this in the first couple bowls, and I coughed the whole beginning of the session. But as the heat kind of temperamental, I say about 20 to 30 minutes in, then it was like, okay, this is smokable, but what can I do to avoid that? So my answer to that was, this time I went ahead and severely underpacked it, gave it a little bit of dense tappings, and it's performing great. I'm using the flavor saver just to be safe. If I wasn't using a tinfoil wind cover, then I would just go straight HD foil, no flavor saver, and 2 coals for the alien bowl. Now adjust your heat accordingly per your bowl, but I think the 2 coals works perfect on an alien bowl. But since I am using the wind cover, I went ahead and threw my flavor saver on there, because that is going to intensify the heat. Reason why I like to use the tinfoil wind cover, not only because it amplifies the heat, but it keeps everything less messy. It keeps all the ashing, it keeps it all in, so you don't got to worry about like a mess all over your tray and stuff like that. So there's a little pro tip for you. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at some of these Lavoo clouds and see how they perform. Excellent, thick, white, puffy Stormtrooper clouds. Good job on that, Lavoo. One thing you're not seeing in these cuts is that I'm purging between like every pull, just because it's really intense, I'm telling you. So you want to make sure you clear that chamber if this is your first experience with Lavoo. I have seen that some of my peers that have tried this, they say that it's a little bit, it needs to be a little bit more juicier, because it seems a little dry, and that could be what the harshness or the intensity that I'm experiencing is. But I don't believe so. I feel like when I'm looking at the tobacco, it's got enough juice. I don't want it to be soupy. I just think you need to pack it accordingly. Now, it is going to be a little bit drier than most tobaccos and some of your modern tobaccos out there, but I think it works. I don't think the answer is to add more juice to it though, so I want to go ahead and note that. The flavor notes are definitely very robust in this though, so if you want to use this as a mixer, I think it'll be an excellent mixer to add a nice peachy, not really natural, but just a nice peach flavored effect to your mix. I think you're really gonna enjoy it in that aspect. Plus, if you mix it with something more modern, then it's going to not be as intense, so that'll be good as well. Now, you might experience some harshness in this. You will get past it. It's just early on. Not everybody's going to experience this, because everybody's lungs are different. Some people can handle more intense tobaccos than other people, but if you can't handle it at first, just stick with it. Kind of rotate your coals, maybe Stonehenge them, and just let that heat kind of die out just a tad bit, and you should be fine. It will definitely get better and not as intense as the session goes on, but that flavor is definitely going to last. It's lasted the full session for me personally, which is 1 round of coals, so I'm very happy and pleased with that. Overall, it's just a really good smoke. I'm really happy to see what else Lavoo can bring to the table. This is probably something I'm gonna mix moving forward, but it is a good standalone flavor, so keep that in mind. Now, if this is something you wanna try, head on over to 5starhookah.com. Big shout out to Alex and Mary, always holding it down for your boy. And if you wanna get an additional 15% off anything that's not already on sale, ba-bam! Type in my discount code and I got you. Remember, that's 15% off anything not already on sale. So that's gonna wrap this review up. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you've had your own experience with Lavoo tobacco, leave that in the comments below too, because I wanna hear maybe there's something else I could do to make it less intense, or maybe you have good suggestions that I could pass on to the great folks over at Lavoo, and then they can make some changes, because that's what it's all about in the end. So thank you for your time and watching this review. We got plenty more to come on the channel, and I will holla at you on the next one. Deuces. Mwah.